just got to drive this thing. My buddy is a legend for letting me drive it. It's a monster. The clutch is something to get used to for sure. I 100% stalled it a few times. I'm not going to deny it, but this thing's a beast. All right, now to take it back to him. What a great car. If anybody wants a rev, there you go. That's for you guys.
Yeah, the thing is, I actually kind of like the results.
I mean, listen, don't get me wrong, it's
right there.
It's a cool shot.
What a dig, son.
I gotta fix something on this car. So I was trying to find I bought a reverse camera for the car, and for some reason, somehow I lost it. So I was like, okay, maybe it's under one of the seats. So I ended up moving the seats forward, and now this seat can't move back. So, yeah, so it's doing all that. It can't actually move back, and...
Here's my theory. Hold on. Let me just interject a theory.
Yeah, sure.
You pull it, and I'll lift it.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Maybe I could just lift it. Here, hold on. Let's try this out. And that's what I was hoping for. I think it's over here. Yeah, no, whatever is stuck is big enough.
That's hefty.
Yeah, so I'm gonna trying to get that fixed real quick, but we got to take the seat out to do that, so that's going to be fun. But before I do that, I do want to mention the Evo 10 that I drove. He's got BC coilovers on it, 2 ways, and goddamn, those are performance coilovers. Yeah. And they felt like stock suspension, like absorbed bumps like nobody's business.
Really?
I was shocked. I thought for sure it was going to be a rough. I was shocked. I was shocked. No, I really was, and I thought for sure it was going to be bumpy as hell, and it worked. Magic. It was amazing. It was amazing. No, the car's amazing. It's a badass car. But yeah, let's see if we can get this figured out. He said solid. This guy's doing
zip ties.
This guy's doing a review while I'm working.
You have your micro USB cable. You have your charger, of course, for the batteries. Now the batteries, it does come with 2 batteries, and it comes with.
What the fuck's going on, bro? I'm trying to work here.
What's the problem?
What's
the problem?
I'm trying to work.
What's the problem?
God damn it. Ah, that was a pain. Let's see. Oh. So it's not a bolt that's pushing it down. It's literally this bracket that's preventing it from going back. So it's not a bolt in any way. It's just literally this bracket that prevents it.
That's the bracket that you need to...
Yeah, to mount it to the floor. So essentially, I just need to pry it back up and never do this again. For now, and then figure out a different way. Well,
frustrating.
He put some spacers on this bolt
to lift it a little.
little bit, but
that feels unsafe.
Yeah.
It's weird. You know what you could do? You could get another. I don't know how long that bolt is, but you can get another nut
Right.
And instead of spacers, instead of, washers, you could just put another nut to lift it at that distance.
No, and I get what you're saying.
Because that's at least secure. It's not just lifting it for no reason. But I don't know how long that bolt is. If you can replace that bolt...
I mean, it doesn't look like it's long because
it's not.
Yeah, it's got... I mean, you should be able to replace it, yeah.
If you can replace that bolt with something a little longer, you could do that.
You technically should be able to. Technically.
Or even, if you could get another piece of metal, then that's just going to increase weight.
Right.
I was going to say, if you get another piece of metal across, just so it's a consistent, like a consistent...
How about for now, we just
pry it up,
and then I'll worry about this when I get the better seats.
Well, right.
Yeah.
Well, that's true, yeah, because you're going to...
Yeah, we're gonna go with some...
Sparkles?
No, we're going Bridge Moto, man.
Bridge Moto.
They're my brand.
That's your brand, okay.
You gotta listen. They support me, I support them. That's how it works. But no joke, I mean, Bridge Moto was a dope. Like, I met the owners and they're absolutely amazing. Like, super nice, down to earth. They're part of like the because they're husband and wife, so the husband actually races on track.
Oh, dope.
He was
That's
there at
cool.
Grid Life racing his RX-7. So
Nice.
So that's what we're going with. We're going to go with some Bridge Motos. They got some nice carbon fiber ones.
Okay.
Or I can do
So you're
fiberglass.
going to save a considerable amount of weight.
Oh yeah, these are heavy. Yeah, these are like steel. I think steel tube inside. Yeah. So, carbon fibers should save some weight.
That fibre.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm gonna pry this up. Let's see if it works. Let's see if prying it up works. I don't really have a pry bar. Really. Hi.
I'll take mine up.
Chase it, dude.
I wonder where it's coming from. Because if it's not somebody that's on the street, you don't have a problem. So that would be a lack of line of sight.
Right. In fact, nope. It's a 14. Well, that's what I was thinking. Maybe they're like...
So what I was actually going to ask is if you wanted to... Weird, why is it mirroring?
Because it's the way it's not fully turned to where it would adjust. It would change. It would recognize that you... Okay, so this is what was on there. So now, we just have to figure out a replacement for this. Jesus. Went to Ace. Ace is the only ones that I found that have actual stainless steel bolts. When I go to Lowe's, they have galvanized and stuff, but I don't remember ever seeing stainless, so really happy to see that. Let's see if my decision on this was correct.
So,
What do we do?
what's the lesson we've learned from this?
Do it right the first time, goddammit. Or at least like use the same
Same bolts.
bolts and everything. It's like this is like I was telling you in the car, man. This is why modified cars get a bad rep. Is that usually something isn't done right, or is not done in the fashion, like not necessarily right, but like better. You know, it can be done better than what this is like right now. So
Right.
it's kind of, I don't know. It's, you know, just if you can do it a little bit, you know, it's not like, it's not you know, it's no different than anything else. You just get, like, for instance, we're working with literally 4 different size bolts, 4 different bolts, all that crap, where you could have just used the same stuff the whole time, and it would have been just simpler for the next person, or even for you if you're the person that owns the car. But yeah. But one day I'll come back and get new seats and we'll figure out a different rail setup, but for now this should work. It'll clear just, which is good. Just gotta tighten this one back up and
Call it a day.
we can put the car back together. Hopefully this should be significantly easier. Here we're back with another day. I'm trying to hopefully get this thing started. I haven't gotten the new spark plugs yet, and these are new, but that's just how coated they are. So I'm trying to see. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, that carb stuff is doing wonders. Oh, that's hella clean. That's significantly cleaner. I mean, that's night and day. That was black.
How's the contact though?
Yeah.
Contact is the concerning part.
I know, that's the only problem. They say to get obviously not using it on the actual, what's it called, the pin or electrode or whatever the hell it's called, but on this part they say underneath here, if you want to clean the inside of it on the hook or whatever you want to call it, to use like some sandpaper, like,
I mean, I got sandpaper.
But-
If you want to try it.
yeah, I mean, I could literally, I think, started only once on these.
I mean, even if it's 3 times, like,
Right.
how much was coated? Like that's an excessive leak.
And I think it's oil. I don't think it's...
Oh, 100% oil.
Yeah, this is oil. I don't think this is like gasoline or anything.
No.
Anthony
No.
thinks it's from it running rich, but I'm like, it's not running that rich. Like, it's at 14 AFR, which is about standard what things idle at, from what I can...
I wouldn't say it's running that rich.
No, I don't think it is. I
Plus,
think
like,
I think it's a leak. I think it's a
100%
leak.
it's a leak, dude. No question. Because I'll tell you what, if it was because it's running rich, it wouldn't happen in different intensities across the different ones.
Right. I think
Plus, I have personally, when I had the ZX2, not the ZX2, what the fuck was on? The Escort. No, yeah, ZX2.
Yeah.
When I had the ZX2, same thing happened. I went to do the tune-up. I was like, all right, it's time to do a tune-up. I pulled the spark plugs. They looked just like that.
Right.
And guess what? When I put the new oil in with new spark plugs, it ran blue for a hot second.
Right.
Which means that it was oil.
Yeah. Yeah,
and it
I mean,
and
listen,
my rings were good, so it had to have been the valve cover, and I just wasn't trying to have
yeah,
that shit.
yeah. And I mean, listen, I'm certain it's the rings and the valve cover on this. I mean, this has been in the car for a while now. I mean, I don't think it's ever been changed, so it just, you know, it's the only thing that makes sense. He says the whole spark plug would be covered in oil. I'm like, not if the leak's not that big. Mm-mm. Like, if it's just enough where it pours down the side.
Like I said, mine was just that.
And can't really tell, but I'm pretty sure it's... I mean...
But I mean, effectively, that is the whole spark plug. Because that's the whole thing that goes inside.
Yeah, yeah.
Because everything else is just the connection for the...
And listen, if it's not the gaskets, I'll figure it out. But for now, the simpler step is to replace the gaskets. That one's actually not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll give it a little clean, but...
Yeah, why not?
It's not horrible.
While we're here.
While we're already here. It's funny what brake cleaner and carb cleaner can do.
Yeah, really. We've found some very interesting results with that.
Hell yeah, we have.
Dude, I've got to go through like a car wash after all this is done.
Oh, I was saying, dude.
Because it's almost like I don't have any treads at this point.
Well, mine is lower now because of the lip. So I was super scared to go at the automatic one. So I went to the touchless.
Right. Yeah, I saw the video.
And it was shit. It didn't do a goddamn thing.
Garbage.
I was like, fuck. And I really... Listen, as much as
touchless for me is fine if you've like already done the hard work.
Right. I mean, here's the thing. As much as I love cars, I don't got no time to spend hours to washing them, all right?
Yeah,
so,
I mean, like this touchless ain't gonna do nothing to this. Yeah. This is mud, baby.
So to me, it's like it's either gonna be I got money to spend and go to a dope ass like where they clean everything for you.
The joint on Lake Street.
Well, the joint that did my tins, remember? They do all the cleaning on the inside. Yeah. But I don't got that money.
You ever gonna finish that video?
No, I never did the where it's like a cover piece for them. I got new seals coming, new spark plugs. They're even more performance oriented for the car.
Jeez.
We're getting a titanium bolt kit. Get rid of all these rusty ones, so it should look nice with the black wrinkle black valve cover. And I got a relocation for that shitty filter. You saw where that thing is. It's horrible. It's like...
Oh, the fuel filter?
Yeah, so it's going to relocate it. I get to move it wherever I want.
Nice.
So I might do it like right here, and it'll sit upside down, so it'll always drain. So when I take it off...
The fuel will come on top?
Yeah, so when I take it off, it'll never have oil in there that I have to worry about coming off onto my hand and shit.
Oh, an oil filter?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said fuel filter.
No,
I said fuel filter. Never mind.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
That's smart though.
Yeah. So, you know, gotta work on the 240, babe. Gotta save it. Gotta try to save it. Okay, I'm gonna try not to touch the actual rod or whatever, but just this hook or whatever you want to call it.
He's squirrel 4 feet away from us. He was right there.
Yeah, man. He knows we ain't gonna hurt it. Why would I want to hurt a squirrel? You know what I'm saying?
I think they've just been in the trees all day because of the... Hey, there's another one right there. I think they've just been in the trees all day because of the construction, so now that it's quiet...
Yeah, right?
They're like, can we fucking go now? So,
Yeah, well, it ain't working.
I'll bet money that's gonna be covered in oil.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, I'm just letting it on here.
Let's see it. So they were clean. We saw them clean. So we know what they went in like.
Well, this was the worst one.
Yeah. So if anything, that one should, yeah.
It's still clean on here, but it's definitely, as you can see, it's leaking from the sides.
It's leaking.
Surprised it didn't want to start, though. That's weird.
I mean, it's possible that fuel pump, but like.
Yeah, maybe.
Also, the fuel is old, so.
Tell me if you see a spark.
Jesus, okay. That's terrifying.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we know it has spark. Maybe fuel?
Because it was trying. I feel like it was trying to spark, but maybe there just wasn't enough fuel.
It's possible.
Is anything unplugged that should be plugged in? Can we check the fuel pump? Or the fuel filter?
I mean, it could be a fuel filter issue.
When was the last time you changed that?
When I think the car was here, actually. No. Where was the car?
So a while.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
So perhaps, well, because you never changed it after we had that situation with the stale gas.
That's true.
So there might just be some stale. You might just have some not corrosion, but like buildup in the fuel filter.
Could be a bunch of shit.
Well.
Could be just shit fuel.
Yeah, it could be fuel.
Could be.
We got plenty of fuel, so. Is there a way to just put some fuel into the fucking injectors?
I mean, you could. Right,
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be messy.
This is going to be messy?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to not be next to you.
Jesus. It's going to be slightly messy.
This is what Zoom is made for.
Yeah, fuel's coming up here. That's pretty good pressure.
Okay, so... Well, if it's getting fuel to the injectors, I mean, unless the injectors themselves are bad.
They could be, I mean...
How old are those?
Since Rockford.
Brate.
Yeah.
He said since Rockford, so...
They've been there for
7 years? I mean, granted, the car has not seen a lot of driving since then, but still.
It's just turning it on and turning it off, but shit fuel, or not shit fuel, but older fuel.
I have some Lucas. You know my belief, man. Get some Lucas fuel cleaner in the bitch and see if it runs.
We put some.
Did we?
I think so.
Before we filled up last time?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn. I don't know, man. Because if it's getting to the distributor up there, the only other thing that it could be is the fuel injectors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have the injectors ever been cleaned?
No. They were brand new when I put them in, but...
And if it's been sitting that long,
Right.
They could
just need to be cleaned.
It's possible. That is
You could do that, what the fuck is that shit called? Seafoam. Seafoam is
Yeah, but seafoam only works well enough if you can actually push it through.
Right. Yeah, Seafoam won't do it.
You and your logic.
Sorry, logic doesn't apply here. My bad.
How fucking dare you?
We don't mess with logic.
How fucking dare you?
Just throw.
This car runs on hopes and dreams.
Parts at it and hope for the best.
This car runs on hopes and
dreams.
dreams, man. You talking about logic?
Well, since the worst one that you saw spark.
So the spark is happening. That means there's not enough fuel,
Yeah.
or the ratio's bad, or I mean, there's a few things.
Compression could be a problem.
What about your air to fuel ratio? Could your IAC valve be out?
My auto valve.
No, your idle air.
Those do go out.
Very easily.
Only know that because I worked at AutoZone for a while, and that was a thing that people bought all the time.
I mean, it's very possible.
TPS is also a throttle position sensor. Could have caused that too.
Gross.
Well, this is the
Hate that fucking thing.
idle controller.
Idler,
Whatever. Yeah. So, and a lot of people say these go bad. And it's, I mean, it always idled rough, so it's very possible that.
I mean, is it throwing codes at all? I mean, it's obviously it's not on.
It doesn't always throw a code on an IAC valve, though. It depends on how much.
It's also not staying on long enough.
It's also a 95. You don't. This is probably.
Oh, that'd be a
the
really.
first year of OBD2.
Yeah.
Well, no. This says OBD1, right?
I don't know.
It might still be OBD1 if it's a 94 made 95.
They put them in at the end of the.
95, yeah. Model year. Because if it's that OBD1, that's an expensive fucking sensor. It's $160 for like the cheapest one.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, no OBD2. So
maybe. So quite possibly.
yeah, no, it could be gotten. I mean, that's that's one of those things that these aren't cheap either. I found them.
The idle air controller?
Yeah, but they're not cheap.
Really?
They're expensive.
I mean, for this motor, I feel you.
They're expensive as fuck.
You and your fucking fancy motor, man.
I mean, it ain't fancy. It's just old. Just old.
I can't believe that there is not a sufficient amount of parts. Well, not sufficient.
I mean, listen, the parts are there. It's just that they ain't cheap.
But that's what I'm saying. If there's enough of them, they shouldn't be that expensive.
Yeah, but then you've got supply and demand, and you've got more supply or higher demand than supply. So
It's
you can
true.
charge more.
Everybody runs one of these motherfuckers. It's true. And they run them hard, which means they blow through them.
Yes.
Because most people are fucking drifting these bitches.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll save the car one. Got to deal with the rust.
I believe in you. Well, I would say.
Get it out for a couple of passes around the skid, and you'll knock that rust right off.
Yeah, right. It's in the rocker panel, so we gotta cut it out.
He's welding. He's gonna be welding.
Be welding. I'll teach myself welding.
I guess somebody can teach you. Help you out if you want.
Me and my buddy are gonna do it in his garage. That's why I was trying to start it to see if we can easily
Get it out.
put it on the trailer, but
Well, this is a downhill driveway, so
yeah,
we're gonna
I mean,
park the trailer at the end and roll the bitch down.
worst case scenario, we just gotta push
Your
it.
construction might hinder that a little bit there if they
I
don't
know.
move those.
That's the other bitch.
Oh well, they're gonna have to finish this up soon.
Or get
'Cause,
too cold.
Unless you get fucked and this sits through winter.
They can't because they won't be able to shovel or snow.
Oh, that's
Plow.
true. Yeah,
Jesus,
you'd
thank
be
you.
Really
Couldn't fucking think of the
fucked
word.
if they left that.
Yeah, no, they won't be able to plow.
Drop a bunch of salt and call it a day.
Fuck that. I'm not trying to deal with rust on my car too. Oh! That was way closer.